A 5'8" junior from Ka'apa, Hawaii, number 3, Brandon Bautista. A 6'2" sophomore from Modesto, California, number 23, Derek Evans. A 6'5" freshman from Redmond, number 35, Tanner Mansell. A 6'9" senior from Columbus, California, number 55, Dani Lopez. And a 6'7" junior from Medford, Kyle Waite.
And the head coach in his 43rd year is Danny Miles, 987 victories for Coach Miles. Your officials tonight, Bruce Corson from Anchorage, Alaska, Scott Johnson and Daryl Holland from Chico, California. Mike Garrard, a good officiating crew to open up this first game. And how about that national anthem?
I love James Hurst. And yeah, this is a great crew. We'll be able to see how close they're going to call it on the men's side. We've seen the ticky-tack, touchy stuff on the women's side the first 3 games.
And they said that's the way the rule book is now written. So we'll see. Owls in their white uniforms will go left to right across your radio dial. The Pioneers, black uniforms with black numerals trimmed in gold. As Bruce Corson goes to toss the ball up to get us underway. And Weeks controls the tip, gets it to Mansell, who will give it up to Batista. Batista comes into the front court for OIT, just underway. Game 1 of the 2013-14 season. Long cross-court pass to Mansell to Batista. Go over to Evans. Long 3, left side. In and out of the hopper. Rebound. Lopez rips it away. Gets it back out to Batista. Down on the right side, Evans. Down along the baseline to Waits. Comes back out to Mansell and back to Batista. Wants to drive in the lane. Foul line. Get it into Lopez. Put it up and in. First basket of the season goes to Dani Lopez, Michael.
Nice pass. Give the dime to the flying Hawaiian.
All right, front court. And where the ball is Deason. Deason on the drive. Deason gives the ball over to Nagura. Nagura now down. Wants to put up a little 6-footer. Banks it off the glass. Will not go. Rebound. Cleared off by Dani Lopez.
Hey, Danny Miles said you'll see a huge improvement this year in Lopez.
Oh, yes, you will. We already have, Michael, haven't we? All right, pass goes into Waits. Down low, Lopez comes back out with it. Evans, another long 3 on the way over and off. No, rebound. Scrambled for and underneath. It is picked off by Witherspoon. Witherspoon gets the ball ahead to Nagura. Nagura out, and we got a travel call. First turnover of the game, and it goes against the Pioneers of Pacific Union. Just underway, 18:48. Remaining first half, 2-0 in favor of Tech. Bruce Corson will give the ball to Tanner on the sideline, and Mansell puts it in to Batista. Brandon cuts back over to Mansell. Looks inside, can't find anybody. Back to Batista. They are playing a zone against Tech. Out on top to Batista. Batista goes over. Mansell, long 3, in and out. Will not go. And a rebound chased down in the corner by Sanga. He gets it up to Deason, who brings it into the front court right in front of us. 2-0. So far, the Owls 0 for 3 from the three-point line. Driving down Deason along the baseline, and they cut him off, and he's called for a travel. Great defense again by Danny Miles' crew. And the turnover charged against Maxwell. They had triple teamed him right along the baseline, Michael. And he tried to do the Watusi. Tech will put the ball in play. Great defense. All right, Batista, left-hand side to Evans, gets it in, and a slam dunk by Waits.
Flushed it, baby.
On a quick pass from Evans, and it is 4-0 Tech at the 18-minute mark. Front court, Deason brings the ball to the front court. Yo-yo's the dribble, Batista right there on him. Comes left side, long 3 on the way from the left side, no good. And the rebound cleared off underneath again by Lopez. Get it down to Evans. Cross-court pass was intended. He was throwing. Lopez ducked as it went sailing over his head. He didn't realize it was intended for him, and it went out of bounds between Mansell and Waits. First turnover for Tech.
Definitely for Lopez. Danny thought he was in the way.
Whoa, and here comes Derek. Right here, he's okay, though. Right almost to my left. You're on the wrong side, buddy. Yeah, hey, come on, get down here, little guy, and protect me. Come on.
I caught the ball.
Yeah, you caught the ball. You caught the ball, but what happened to me? Huh? Oh, okay, all right. Ball comes into Deason as Gerard tries to fix up the table. Deason goes to the hoop off the glass. No, rebound tipped around. And getting it back over to Deason along the baseline. Little 12-footer. No, and we got a whistle on a foul. Is it going to be foul? Who's it going to be on? Is it Waits? I do believe. Over the back, it is. Kyle Waits called for the foul over the back. First foul of the game, and the ball will go out of bounds again to Pacific Union. Ball comes in, out on top now to Deason. Deason yo-yos the dribble, pulls up for a long straight on three. No, rebound, it is Evans. Derek Evans pulls it off. Get it to Batista on the far sideline into the front court. Now to Mansell. Mansell holds it back to Batista on top. Down to Waits at the foul line. Turn around, jump, roll around, won't go. Whistle underneath, and we got a foul, and see what's going to be called on. I think it's going to be Lopez. And it is Lopez with a shove, and so Lopez also with a foul to join Waits. And Waits will come out of the game. And coming in to replace him is going to be the senior, Mihailo Matic, the 6'6" Belgrade, Serbia product. And here comes out of the backcourt Deason again. 4-0 in favor of Tech. Deason gives the ball to Nagura. Nagura back down low to Witherspoon, and a whistle, and a foul is going to be called, and it's going to be on Little Batista, I do believe. Brandon picks up his first personal, and Mike, all of a sudden we have 3 fouls and none against Pacific Union so far in the ballgame.
That was a good foul there.
Yeah, a little height differential is going to be putting the ball in the hoop, but he's going to have to earn it at the foul line. First shot on the way, and it is no good. Going to be Nagura.
So we got an injured player down here. He came down on his ankle.
And so coming into the game will be Sterling Parrish. Or no, Anthony Gonzalez. That's right, because Gonzalez is going to be number 11. They had changed names. That's Anthony Gonzalez.
Do we have a number for Parrish?
No, we don't. He's just he's not there.
Okay.
Or not here, I should say. And the foul is going to go against Derek Evans, his first, and the team's 5th. Pass comes in the corner as I was screened out by the official, but the shot was no good. Dani Lopez back in the game, gets the rebound. To Batista, who's also back in the game. Long 3 on the way. Mihailo up in the air. No. Lopez rebound. Yes. Dani Lopez now with 4 in the game, and boy, I'll tell you what a difference a year has made too in the case for Dani Lopez, Michael.
Yeah, different guy.
Oh yeah, 16-5. Dani was like a deer in the headlights last year, and was just in utter shock for most of the season. And boy, I'll tell you, it's going to be a lot different year. Driving down low, Sterling shot almost blocked. Wait, knocked it down, pick it up, come the other way, go to the hoop, try for the slam. Evans couldn't get up there, missed it, and they'll come back the other way. Somehow just slipped down there as he started to go up, and we got to travel. Travel's going to be called on Deason. 11:53 remaining in the first half, 16-5, and we got a timeout. We will be back.
Hi, I'm Jeff, one of the brake experts here at Les Schwab. When your brakes need work, all you hear is this. But what we hear is this.
Yeehaw! Boy, you pushing me to the limit. Better fix me up today or there'll be no stopping tomorrow. Hey, let's go play chicken with that brick wall. Woohoo!
If you couldn't tell, that was a 4x4.
For 30 years, we've been the brake experts at Les Schwab, and it shows. Stop in for your free brake check today. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
For almost anything, Big R's got it. Ranch, farm, and home supply.
It's faster and easier to get the job done right with power equipment from Big R. You'll find popular brand names like Stihl, Husqvarna, Honda, Toro, and more. Big R offers you great prices and a great selection on all the power tools you need. And see us on the web at BigROregon.com.
For almost anything, Big R's got it. Big R.
Whether you're shooting hoops or scoring touchdowns, Abby's Legendary Pizza is your place for fun, food, and friends before or after the game.
Freshly rolled dough, delicious toppings right to the edge, and 35 convenient locations make Abby's a star player for your game day celebrations. Stop by today or order online to get delicious Abby's Pizza delivered right to your door.
Oh yeah, got it so good.
Now back to Hustlin' Owls basketball with Bobby and Mike on 92.5 KLAD.
Tanner Mansell back into the game for Tech. Gets the ball into Batista. Back to Mansell. Over to Waits. Waits looks down along the baseline, but instead dribbles and gives it back to Batista on top. Brandon on the drive. Brandon kicks it back over to Evans. Evans back to Batista. He'll shoot a three from the corner. Over and off. No. Waits. Rebound. Yes. Kyle Waits, big rebound, puts it right back up and in, and it is 18-5. The lead of 13 is the largest.
And we are doubling them in rebounds, 14-7, Bobby.
Wow, I tell you, very dominant by the Leaping Owls. Shot on the way, off the iron, no good by Greenwell. Rebound cleared off Waits, gives it to Batista. Across the timeline, leaving it to Lopez. One bounce dribble, back to Waits, open for three. Trifecta! Kyle Waits now with 7. It's 21-5. The lead is 16. Remember, Southern Oregon only led this team by 6 at the half last night. Get the ball down low, tipped out of bounds nicely, but they off their own man, and it will go to OIT. Into the game comes Chris Spears, a 6'4" sophomore from Elk Grove, California, for the Pioneers. Batista will bring it up to the front court. Brandon with the dribble. Out on top. Gives it to Mansell. Over to Waits. Another three. This one high in the air off the iron. Won't go. They say it hit the shot clock. Dead ball goes over to the Pioneers. Michael, your impression so far?
This team is everything that Dani said it would be.
It certainly is. Maybe a little more.
You know, and we're still not shooting threes well. 3 of 11. You know, and we're up 16.
And getting his first baptismal when the bell rings for him will be Chris Faust, freshman from North Bedford High School. His dad, Rich, played in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s for Tech. Shot on the way, no good by the Pioneers. Batista intercepts the pass. Batista goes down, going to take it up, lay it up, score it. The Flying Hawaiian.
Did you see him separate from the Pacific Union players the last half court?
He looked like he was a halfback running in the open field.
That reminded me of Jawan Hodges, and nobody reminds me of Jawan.
Get it back to Deason. It is 23-5, an 18-point lead, and we have a reach-in foul on Mansell.
That's that new rule right there.
The new rule. Mansell's going to pick up the personal foul. So on Tanner, his first, and he joins the parade of Owls. There's 6 of them now, the foul apiece. Evans out, and here comes Chris Faust into the game for his baptismal. His dad here at the game tonight. Over the hill from Medford to see him, 6'1" freshman. Get the ball in the middle, driving down low, losing the handle. Faust picks it up, come the other way to Batista. Batista into the front court. 9:40 remaining in the first half. Waits on the right-hand side. Waits holds the ball. Waits going to drive down, wants to take it to the hoop, lay it up. There will be no continuation there. There'll be a foul against the Pioneers. In throw ball, that's a bucket.
In the NBA, though. Yeah,
you bet it is.
That would be 2.
The foul will go on Spear. Spears picks it up. Batista out of the game, and back into the game is Austin Flint. Flint to Mansell, now into Chris Faust. Faust takes a return pass, left-handed shot on the way, back iron, no. Rebound cleared off by the Pioneers in the corner, and bring it up as Nagura. Nagura's going to pull up for a long three, back iron, no. Rebound, Spears underneath, gets the ball back to his teammate, who's cut off at the pass, taken away by Dani Lopez, and Kyle Waits come the other way with Flint. Austin on the dribble. He'll set up the play. 9:05 to go. 23-5 the score.
5 points in 11 minutes. Good defense by Tech.
Over to Faust. Faust gives the ball up on top to Flint. Flint on the dribble. Flint's going to look, terminates the dribble, gives it into Faust. Faust loses the handle, goes back underneath, put it up, count if it goes. Stayed on the rim, wouldn't go down, so he'll shoot 2. So Chris Faust will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was called on Greenwell, his first. And 2 shots for the left-hander out of Medford. First shot, good.
We welcome you back into Danny Miles Court. Mike Gerard, Bobby Thompson. Bobby, the good first half for the Hustling Owls, who lead it 47-16. What Coach Miles always talks about, it's hard not to have a little letdown when you have such a good first half. But look for the Owls to come out, keep the intensity on the defensive side. I
think they will, Michael, and I know that you'll be pleased to be starting right out here in the second half of broadcasting, as the Owls will this time go right to left here in half number 2 as we get ready. The Owls coming out on the floor. Good officiating crew again. Bruce Corson out of Anchorage, Alaska. Spends a lot of time in Medford as well as Portland. And then from Chico, California, Scott Johnson and Daryl Holland.
What do you mean good crew? They called 10 fouls on us, 4 on them. What are you doing? What are you doing?
It's that great defense you're going to get called. All right, play-by-play. Get us going. Here's Michael.
All right, thank you, Bobby. Pioneers will have the basketball. It'll be decent out on top as Tech will open up in a man-to-man defense. They'll get it to Greenwell. He goes right by Dani. Goes up for the slam. Wade says no. There is a foul. The dunk does not go, but Tech will pick up the personal foul, and I believe it will be Kyle Waits. Dani Lopez, Bobby, not quite what you wanted to see on defense there is he let Greenwell go right past him. So Greenwell to the foul line. First free throw is up and in. Good foul shooter. That's his first one today. He's 4 of 5 on the season. Got them both. 5 of 6 now. He's got 7 points in the ballgame. And it's 47-18. Tech with the basketball. Brandon Batista for OIT. Along with Derek Evans, Tanner Manziel, Kyle Waits, and Dani Lopez. Evans with it, back to Brandon. Brandon to Manziel, looking for Kyle. Back over, they'll get it to Waits, cutting through the hoop. Not a good pass there by Evans. That'll be a turnover. The sophomore from Modesto. Molly, we were just down in that area. 77 degrees after the women's game yesterday on our way home. We wanted to stop and have a picnic. All right, with the basketball, Pacific Union in the corner. Greenwell will fire a 3-ball, back iron it off. Brandon Batista up with it for Tech. Brandon now is going to slow it up as he gets across half court, get it over to Manziel. Back over for Oregon Tech to Brandon Batista, who will call out a play. And they're back into that zone, Bobby. 2-2-1 for the Pioneers. Evans left side, back on top to Brandon, now over to Manziel. Manziel back to Brandon. To Waits at the elbow, down to Dani, up and under. Nice pass, Waits. Nice finish, Dani Lopez.
Yeah, great reverse lay-in by Lopez. I'll tell you, as they say, a different Dani Lopez in game 1 this year as compared to last year.
Oh, totally different. And a nice pass from Waits. Lopez now with 6 in the game. Long 3-ball, bank it in by Deason.
That's his first basket of the game.
Well, hey, the banks are open, right? I guess so.
0 for 5 in the first half.
Quickly, Waits down, in and out, no good. Nice drop in the paint. Kyle just couldn't get it to go. We'll go the other way. 49-21 the score. 2 minutes gone by here in the second half. Tech lead it big. Out on top, Deason with it, picks up a screen. Waits now out on him. Greenwell will try to screen. No, Waits rejects the shot, but a foul before that. Ooh, it'll be on Waits.
Yeah, that's 3 on Kyle now, 2 here in the second half.
So Waits picks up the 2 quick fouls.
And he'll be coming out as Matic will come in to replace him after the first foul shot.
They're going to say he was shooting. I thought the foul came long before the shot, but all right. So to the foul line will be Deason, his first foul shots of the game. The Pioneers have been there 13 times tonight. Make it 14, and they're 10 of 14 as he missed that one. Tech only two foul shots, Bobby.
Yeah, the 2 that Chris Faust made in the first half. 2 for 2 for Tech.
One more foul shot here for Deason as Mihailo Matic checks in for Waits, who's got that 3rd foul. And he makes 1 of 2, and the Tech lead trim 49-22. Talked about it, back down to a 27-point lead. Got to keep that offensive rhythm out there. 3-pointer fired up left side. Evans is good.
First points of the new season for Derek Evans.
And the lead back up to 30, 52-22 with 17:35 remaining here at Danny Miles Court. Coach Miles again looking for that win 188 or 988.
988.
Yes. Oh, up and under. Nice move down underneath. That was 33. Vincent with the bucket. Back over. Another three-pointer. Fired up. No good. Tip. Dani Lopez. No good. On the miss by Evans. Rebound Pioneers. Quickly down with it. Decent. Decent left side to Greenwell. Greenwell loses it. Now he'll back it the ball back up. Call out a play with Lopez on him. Greenwell goes by Dani. Dani bunks him. And that'll be a foul on Lopez.
Second foul on Dani Lopez. Third team foul. Won't matter there as he'll shoot 2.
Tough matchup, I think. Wouldn't you say, Bobby, for Lopez?
Yeah.
So foul shot around and out by Greenwell. He's now 2 of 3.
Greenwell a little faster on foot speed.
And he missed them both, but a lane violation on Tech. Bobby, what were the notes we saw on Greenwell shooting free throws? Do you remember? You don't remember the notes? He hesitates.
Oh, hesitates. He's the one, yeah. I was trying to remember if it was Wilderman or Greenwell. It was 44-34.
And the bucket good. The second free throw attempt, and it's 25-52. The lead back to 27. In for Oregon Tech. Back in is Kyler Van Kirk. Kirk gets it on top to Brandon. Brandon over to Mihailo. Mihailo back on top to Brandon as they're staying in that zone. Brandon with it. Get it to Lopez, open on the baseline. His 12-footer's good. Nice shot there, Dani Lopez for Oregon Tech, and it's 54-25.
It's a perfect 4 for 4 from the floor.
Decent now, top of the key. He's going to drive down the lane, scoop it to the hoop. It will not go. Rebound Tech. Van Kirk quickly up with it. Get it over to Brandon. Brandon near side. Out on top. Three-pointer fired up. Manziel. Back iron. No. Rebound Pioneers. They'll quickly go the other way. With the ball is Noguera. He'll drive down baseline. No. Foul, though, before the shot as he hit hard. Foul will go on Oregon Tech. And that's Manziel.
That's his third.
Yeah. Manziel picks up the personal. Brandon Bautista will come out. Flint will come in. Basketball underneath the basket for the Pioneers. Fourth team foul on Oregon Tech this half. None for the Pioneers. Shot no good by 24. That's Senga. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Tech. Waits will come in. Out will be Manziel with that third personal. 54-25 with 16:04 remaining in this ball game. Oregon Tech with the lead. Again, looking for win 988 for Coach Miles. I think he'd be upset if I said he had to go back to 188. That'd be before your days.
It certainly would.
All right.
My day of broadcasting, that's for certain.
Tech with the basketball. Out on top, Flint over to Mihailo. Mihailo to Lopez, open on the baseline. His jumper around will not go. Waits the rebound, hesitated, and then a late foul as Waits went up and got hammered. They're going to say not on the shot. How could it not be on the shot? That's all he was doing was shooting the ball. It'll be on Vincent. Waits is like, I thought I was shooting 3 or 4 times. Foul, though. First one of the half here on the Pioneers. Tech gets it into Waits. Waits down on top to Lopez. Lopez looking for someone. Now gets it into the corner. What was that call? Turnover, Bobby.
I don't know if
unless he just
on the out of bounds.
Well, if he was out of bounds and never established himself before he got in, would be my guess. Greenwell, top of the key. He'll get it over to Deason. Deason going to direct traffic from the top. Now Mihailo will come out and pick him up. Deason picks up a screen, fakes the three, get it back to Greenwell in the corner. He loses the basketball.
Great play by Lopez.
Mihailo gets it to Waits. Waits, drive down, put it up off the rim, will not go. Lopez the rebound. Dani will pull it back out. Flint fakes the three. He'll back it back out now and call out a play as Vincent came out on him. Waits in the key, shuffle his feet, put it up and down. And one. Foul will go on Spears. Chris Spears. Not Anthony Gonzalez. Spears is 22.
This line can be extremely dangerous and expensive to repair, an expense you can be charged with. So remember, call the One Call system in your area 2 working days before you plan to dig. This message brought to you by Avista Utilities, your partner in safety.
Now back to Hustlin' Owls basketball with Bobby and Mike on 92.5 KLAD.
A 41-point lead for Oregon Tech. After more play-by-play, here's Mike.
So the foul was on Manziel?
Well,
is that what you said?
Well, they've got up there. They've got a 4th foul on Manziel they just put up there. So, yes.
We were trying to make sure the score was right. Into the ball game for the first time is Chris Miller, number 12. Out on top, it'll be Spears. He'll fire a long three. No good. The rebound comes. Nice job by Brandon Bautista as he saved it into Lopez. Back out to Brandon now, who'll bring it up and slow it down on top of the key for Oregon Tech. Leading it 66-25. Get it to Manziel. Now out to Mihailo. Mihailo baseline to a cutting Manziel. He'll kick it back out. Three-pointer fired up. Back iron no good on the miss from Evans. And the rebound comes to Pacific Union. Out on top, that's number 12, Chris Miller. Right side to Greenwell. Greenwell drops it down low. That'll be Spears. No, and a travel, I believe. No, a foul on Oregon Tech, and it was Maxwell. 32. Foul will be on Lopez.
Yeah, that's third on Dani.
66-25 is the score. And that'll be the 17th foul, so 1 and 1. Liston Case will come in. He will replace Evans. And 1 and 1 here for Maxwell. And he missed it. Lopez the rebound. Brandon will bring it up across the half-court line. Over to Liston Case. Case with it. Back on top. Around the perimeter. Get it now to Manziel. Lopez on the baseline. Back out to Case. Case, skip pass over to Mihailo, right wing. Right elbow down. Manziel back to the baseline with Dani Lopez, 13 on the shot clock. Manziel's going to drive down to the hoop, and he will be hammered on his way to the bucket. And Spears is pleading his case. No, 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 he says. So Spears picks up his 3rd personal. And for Oregon Tech, back to the foul line will be Tanner Manziel, the freshman out of Redmond, Oregon. Bobby Manziel, through the preseason, had been one of the top 4 scorers on the team and really earned that starting position.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Tanner's going to be an excellent basketball player. People are going to love watching this kid for 4 years.
You don't see freshmen come in and get in the starting lineup right away like he has for Oregon Tech. First foul shot is good by Manziel. He's got 4 points. Tech now 5 of 5 at the foul line tonight. Make it 6 of 6. And the lead 68-25 with 9:52 remaining here at Dani's house. Out on top is Chris Miller. Miller on top to Greenwell now. He's going to drive all the way down, lay it up, and will not go. Ball knocked around. It'll go out of bounds. And they'll say last touch by OIT. So it'll stay with the Pioneers. Kyle Waits will come in. And Manziel will come out. Pioneers basketball with 9:35 remaining in this ball game. 68-25 is the score. Right wing Vincent with it. He's going to drive down the lane. Left-handed hook up off the glass and down. Nice looking move there by Mr. Vincent. He's now got 6 in the game, and the Tech lead cut back to 68-27.
Mike, they have 3 field goals in each half. That's what you call good defense by Tech.
Mihailo on the right wing playing a little catch with Brandon. He's going to drive down the lane, and he's fouled there on his way to the hoop. Foul will go on 12. That is Chris Miller. And Brandon Bautista will go to the foul line for Oregon Tech. Foul shot is good. Brandon last year, Bobby, good foul shooter at 78%. Oh, they jinxed him. It's our first miss. We were 7 of 7 before that. Radio jinx. What? All right, 7 of 8. Rebound. Oh, down in the lane. Miller with it. Thought that was a travel. Nothing called. Pioneers will keep the basketball. Vincent on the right elbow shot, no good. Waits the rebound for OIT. He'll hand the ball to Brandon Bautista, who will bring it across the half-court line. Tech leading at 69-27. 8:35 remaining. Lopez way out on top. Get it over to Brandon on the right wing. Out on top, Mihailo open for a 3. Looks good, is good. Mihailo Matic has got 15. That takes over game highs away from Kyle Waits with 14. And it's 72-27. Digits are reversed again, Bobby. Dominating performance tonight by the Hustling Owls. 3-pointer put up short by Vincent. Tech the rebound. Brandon with it. Brandon's going to stop at the foul line. Get it back out. Mihailo, another 3-ball. Yes, sir. Mihailo Matic, he's got 18. All from long range. 6 of 12 tonight. And it's 75-27. You don't stay in a zone when you've got a Mihailo Matic on your team, Bobby.
No, we're shooting 42% from the 3 now on 14 of 33.
Greenwell down the lane. Put it up and in for 2. Nice shot there by Jordan Greenwell, the junior from Vallejo, California. We'll have a timeout on the floor with 7:34 remaining. 75-29, Tech with the lead.
Want to save at the gas pump and have a lot of fun doing it? It's a slam dunk when you go to D&S Harley-Davidson in Medford. They have the best selection of motorcycles for you, and they also have Harley-Davidson merchandise for everyone. They even have something for the dog. Being a proud sponsor of the Hustling Owls of OIT and the Klamath Basin's authorized Harley-Davidson dealer, D&S Harley-Davidson will make that trip to the gas station a whole lot of fun. D&S Harley-Davidson on the South Pacific Highway in Medford and on the web at dsharley.com.
Whether you're shooting hoops or scoring touchdowns, Abby's Legendary Pizza is your place for fun, food, and friends before or after the game. Freshly rolled dough, delicious toppings right to the edge, and 35 convenient locations make Abby's a star player for your game day celebrations. Stop by today or order online to get delicious Abby's Pizza delivered right to your door.
Oh yeah, got it so
Now back to Hustlin' Owls basketball with Bobby and Mike on 92.5 KLAD.
Well, back here at Danny Miles Court, 75-29 in favor of Tech, and a big shout out to Jason DeVries up in Portland. And Jason, I tell you, when we get up there, you're going to love the defense and how this team plays basketball.
Always good to hear from the coach. 7:34 remaining for more play-by-play to take you the rest of the way. He is the man, the myth, the legend. Here's Bobby Thompson.
All right, thank you, Michael. Long pass comes into Danny Lopez in the backcourt. Danny will give it up on top to Austin Flint, who's back into the game. He has had a great shooting game, as has Mihailo Matic. Now over to Waits, into the cutting Tanner Mansell. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 on a great pass from Waits. He was hammered as he went to the basket. That'll put the freshman from Redmond on the mound, as they say, out there at the line to shoot 2.
Bobby, Tech 20 assists to 20 with 27 baskets. Very efficient there.
Extremely. And here is Mansell. He's got 5 in the game, and first free throw is good for Tanner Mansell. Tech right now 8 of 9 at the foul line. And ladies, if you